97.3 Citi FM. Relevant radio, always.
Hello, I am Akanya Ofori. You're watching Citi News Daily on Citi TV. Here are your top stories. Now, barely a day after Dr. Nashiru Isahaku received his appointment as the governor of the central bank, critique on his selection, skepticism over his political party affiliation, expectations from the public, economists and financial players are flooding in. A former Deputy Bank of Ghana Governor Emmanuel Esiedumante has advised the newly appointed central bank governor to concentrate his efforts at fixing the country's macroeconomic challenges. Meanwhile, Managing Director of Cow Bank, Frank Edu, says the new governor should, among other things, work to gain the respect of the banking community. Also, Chief Executive of Dalex Finance, Ken Thompson, also cautioned him to be firm in controlling government overspending and excessive borrowing from the bank. And he had some comments viewers also had on his selection and his term ahead. And we'll start with Al-Hassan Respect, who says congratulations to Dr. Nashiru Isahaku on his appointment as a new boss of the Bank of Ghana. And Mensa Konto Stephen says he's just there to sign papers, nothing new. Don't expect better bread from moldy flour. And Abbas Jr. also says congrats to Dr. Isahaku for his appointment as the governor of the Bank of Ghana. He used to be the NDC's USA member. We are exceedingly proud of him. And Akria Enyonam tweets, Dr. Isahaku has been appointed the governor of the central bank to replace Dr. Henry Kofi Wampa. He's a pure NDC man. And citizen Kwame Nkrumah says, indeed, wasn't he the second deputy governor when our economy was sinking? Wasn't he part of the Monetary Policy Committee who were advising and taking decisions on our policy rate? I don't expect anything new. This player has been in the same losing team. Therefore, giving him captainship won't change the game or the scoreline. Not to even talk of his portfolio or experience. Bank of Ghana really needs a complete takeover. In other news, tomorrow thousands of Ghanaians will pour into the streets of the Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, as part of a demonstration being organized against the Electoral Commission by some pro-opposition pressure groups, including Let My Vote Count Alliance and the Alliance for Accountable Governance, AFAG. The protest, dubbed Bamuyada, a Hausa phrase which in English translates, "We will not agree," is expected to pressurize the Electoral Commission to take steps to validate and give credibility to the current electoral register. Now, over 200 graduates of the School of Hygiene who are demanding to be posted by government say they will only agree to a proposal by the Employment and Labour Relations Minister if the conditions attached are favourable. The graduates who have stayed at home for over 5 years without being posted after graduation yesterday picketed at the ministry to protest their unemployment. Subsequently, the Employment and Labour Relations Minister Haruna Idrissa promised to temporarily enroll all graduates from the School of Hygiene onto the Youth Entrepreneurial Agency, YEA, as government explores ways of fully employing them. That spokesperson for the graduates, Prince Jamado, says they are open to accept the minister's proposals if the conditions are favourable. Communications Director of Waste Management Company Zoom Lion, Robert Coleman, is asking members of the public to fully partake in the monthly Sanitation Day exercise despite it not having any legal backing. Some members of the public have questioned the rationale behind the exercise when there is no law that makes it binding. Now, the exercise, which was introduced in November 2014, was the government's response to a cholera outbreak that claimed over 200 lives. Now, ever since the Sanitation Day exercise was introduced, the public interest in the exercise has dwindled. So we asked some Ghanaians on the streets of Accra whether they have ever participated. Here are some responses.
Why?
Because my area, we are not taking part in it. So you will be so you that you can do it. You alone cannot.
But we are not interested.
Yeah, so I've never participated in one before. Yeah, I've never had that. So
Yeah, that's it.
Which area do you live in?
I live in Ofori.
Now, it's been in the news recently. I'm talking about the controversial Prof. Kwam series natural science textbook, which claimed that the human head is used for carrying load. The latest on that story is that the Ministry of Education and the Ghana Education Service have clashed over the content of the book. Whereas the Ministry of Education, in a statement, distanced itself from the book, the Ghana Education Service, on the other hand, put up a strong defense for the book. In an interview with Citi News Daily, the director of the National Council for Curriculum Assessment at the Ghana Education Service, Charles Ahetochega, disclosed that the book indeed received a GEA's approval for circulation and use in schools. Now, in a related lighter story, Citi News Daily has picked up another photo of a page from a textbook on social media. This time, the book is talking about a measuring volume using widely known local measuring cans, the Onlonka margarine and milk tins. The book seems to be asking school children some questions on measurement, and perhaps you, our viewers, can help us answer. Now, how many milk tins of water will fill the small margarine tin? How many small margarine tins of water will fill the big margarine tin? Well, viewers, over to you. And on that note, we end Citi News Daily on Citi TV. I am Akanya Ofori. Many thanks for watching.